Despite its battered appearance, this box does indeed contain a Holy Grail item. Keep watching to see what it is. Welcome back. Now, as I just said, this box right here contains a true Holy Grail item. Now, in my opinion, the term Holy Grail is bandied around willy-nilly, but in this instance, this truly is a Holy Grail item. And if you have watched any of my older videos or live streams, you may have an idea as to what's contained within inside this battered box. And on that subject, it was real nice of the US Postal Service to give this box an absolute kicking. I'm hoping the contents are undamaged. Now, on the subject of the contents, what I do is at the end of each year, I cash in my credit card points for eBay gift cards, and that allows me to buy something that I wouldn't normally buy simply because I couldn't really justify paying that much for an item from my collection. And I think last year I used those points to get hold of an in-box sealed Kenner Maskatron figure. So this year, cashed in the points, got the gift cards, and spent a bit of time trying to find the perfect item for my collection. And I'm hoping it's contained within inside this battered box. So I'm sure you're all saying to yourself, shut up, get the thing opened up. That's exactly what I'm going to do now. So let's see. I don't know what end to go with. Both ends have been, I don't know if you can see that, but this is totally dented in here, and this one's all been crushed and I mean, someone's been kicking this like a football. But let's see. Now, I have to confess, I'm both excited and nervous. Obviously, it's not my own cash that's at stake here, but it was a reasonable amount of money spent on the gift cards, and I'm hoping this is as good as it looked on the eBay listing. So we got papers. It's been sort of wrapped in paper. I do prefer bubble wrap if I'm being honest, but let's see. No, that's just stuffing, so. Already off to a somewhat dodgy start because I'm not happy at this packaging, but let's see. And before I get this finally unwrapped, before I go any further, just drop a comment right this very second saying if you can guess what this is. But anyway, here we go. Oh, Ziploc bags as well. Ha! I don't know if you can see that or not, but of course, there's the armor. And here is G1 Jetfire. So, I've probably said this a million times on this channel, but I had this as a kid for Christmas in '85, sold it in 2001, 2002, and the one I sold was absolutely mint. Barely played with, stickers unapplied, box, everything. It was kept under my bed for all those years, so it never saw any sunlight. And when looking for one in 2023, my main concern was it had to be white. Now, I do know that this one does have a small yellow patch, but we can address that, I hope. But anyway, here is Jetfire. So this is the first time I've held one since, well, that's going to be 20 years basically. And it is white. I did know that the head was slightly yellowed, and that is indeed the case. I'm not sure if I can address that. Obviously, I'm not going to submerge this thing in a bucket of hydrogen peroxide, but maybe, I don't know, maybe a magic eraser. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. But, Jetfire. Now, this was the one I got for Christmas in '85. I'll quickly recall the story in case you're not aware, but every kid in the UK wanted a Optimus Prime for Christmas, and I was no exception. And my grandma was tasked with getting me Optimus Prime, and it was sold out. Everywhere was sold out, and obviously pre-internet. There was no scalping websites or eBay or anything. So she then got me Megatron, and she kind of dropped in conversation circa the first or second week of December, saying, "Oh, do you like the Transformer called Megatron?" And I said, "No, I don't." And I could see her face change, and she ran through to the kitchen where my mum was, and I followed her discreetly and listened into the conversation, and I felt terrible. But it turned out my mum or my grandma had bought Megatron, but she must have returned it because for Christmas that year I got Jetfire. So I'm thinking, should I look up how to transform this, or can I do this from memory? I don't think it was that hard to transform, but let's give it a go. And if I do get stuck, I'll have to pause the video and look it up. But if I remember rightly, we fold these down and the legs came forward. That's right. Oh, and you had to click them. I'm scared to break this. Oh, there we go. That was easy enough. And again on this one. There we go. What was next? We have to lift this hatch, and I think, oh, the arms have to come out next. Is that right? Yeah, so these pop out, I believe. Yep, there we go. There's one and two, and then I think this slides apart. Oh man, I'm scared. Oh no, it slides down. No, does it? No, it does come apart like this. Or does it? Oh my god. Oh, there. Oh, okay. That part pushes down. The head comes forward like so. This then comes back with the arms extended. Is that right? I'm sure there'll be people laughing at me doing this, but again, it has been 20 some years, and I'm never the most confident of Transformers transforming, because I did break one already, my Sunstreaker. I did break one of the arms trying to do the transformation, but that's been super glued back together. And there's a little notch in the back that I think has to get popped in. Oh man. Finally, okay. Almost there, I think, and these go in, and the arms come down, and the feet fold out. Yep, that's it, I think. Oh, hands to pop out. There's one, and there's, this one's a bit stiff. Oh, there we go. We have it. Jetfire. Ah, yeah, this does put a smile on my face. It's been a long, long time, and I've been searching for one of these for years now. I could have pulled the trigger a number of times, but to get one in as good condition as this is not cheap. I'm not going to divulge prices, but I'm sure anyone who knows anything about Jetfire will know that something of this condition was not cheap. And thankfully it wasn't my own cash, it was essentially free. In fact, you know what? It was the flights to Thailand that basically paid for this because of the points on the credit card. So take a trip to Thailand, get yourself a free Jetfire. Now, that's not all. We have apparently all the accessories. So, we've even got the tech specs, and I do have a number of the red decoders, although I can actually see that with my own eyes. But anyway, so we have his blaster, which looks good. Now, interestingly enough, the one I had as a kid, I never used that clip, which apparently is included. And let's see. Yep, there we go. There is the famous clip for the gun. Now, I'm not going to be using this, and these, believe it or not, sell for like $40. I may well just cash in and sell this because I'm not going to use it. So let's see. We have all the armor. Now this, I'm going to have to look up how to fix this because I don't want to break any of these little fragile clips and whatnot. So when we come back, we're going to see Jetfire fully armored and ready for action. Here it is. This is Jetfire, fully transformed, fully armored up, and I am absolutely thrilled to have this. It may not come across on camera. I know I can be a bit of a dour bastard, but honestly, I am like the 11-year-old kid I was the first time I got this, and this is extremely special. I can't really put into words the memories I'm experiencing right now, but I am one happy camper, that's for sure. This thing is just brilliant, and definitely it's been worth the wait. I've been extremely patient in doing this. As I said, it's been years I've been looking. They were just always too expensive. And as it was, I did see a few for sale, complete with box. And it occurred to me that I could have bought one of those, taken the Jetfire out, and then resold the box to recoup some of that money. But this one popped up, 100% complete, and it was white with that small exception on the top of his head, which I will look into ways I could maybe addressing that. You will notice as well, the rub sticker is missing. Don't worry, I have a rub sticker coming. Although that did cost me, I think, about $11, which was a bit much, but I want it to be complete. So if I can address that a little bit yellow, and you know what, it's not even that bad. And once the rub sticker goes on, it may not be that noticeable. Plus, when it's displayed, I'm going to display it on the upper shelf when I get this toy room, hopefully some point this year. It'll be up on a higher shelf. You won't even see the yellow. And of course, I do display all my Transformers in robot mode anyway. So, wow, very, very happy with this. Now, what that means for the future, well, that's it. I've got all the Transformers I either had as a kid or wanted as a kid. So it could be said that I'm done collecting Transformers, but you never really complete a collection, do you? There's always something popping up. So if any of the other Transformers from 85 onwards come up at a good price, I may grab them. But as far as I'm concerned, I have everything I want in a Transformers collection. So I need to find a space to put this because I have a couple of shelves right now with all my Transformers, and as things stand, there is no room to put this, so I'll need to look into that. But in closing, I am over the moon to see this back in my hands again, and to have such a nice, clean example just makes it even better. So there you go, Jetfire and me reunited. So I hope you enjoyed that look there at me obtaining a Holy Grail item, and if you did, please do leave a thumbs up. Please share the video with other Transformers fans. Make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for more videos from All Things 80s.